Day. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, this is Madden NFL 21. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for
Dustin Hopkins has it on the tee, and here we go from our nation's capital. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Bridgewater now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Complete.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of 5. First down, Carolina.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
Christian McCaffrey.
Thomas Davis, the former backbone of the Carolina defense, along with Luke Kuechly there on the stop.
Down the pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And the Panthers in for the score.
Bridgewater's pass complete to Curtis.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. Leading them out is going to be their quarterback. That's the grizzled vet, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
He's one of those guys that's been around the block a few times in the NFL, and at this stage in his career, what he lacks in big playability, he more than makes up for it in veteran leadership, a real knowledge of the game, and being a terrific locker room presence.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen.
That's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
Bridgewater's
Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 20.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Trey Boston.
To throw again. Fitzpatrick. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
14 yards.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
To Curtis Samuel.
10 more there and another first down.
First down, Carolina.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a on the ground, McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard.
Second down and goal. Bridgewater looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
It's third down and goal.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson on the touchdown pass from Teddy Bridgewater. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Throwing again on second down. Fitzpatrick got an open man. It's Harmon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Fitzpatrick on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
It's now second and 10.
Second down looking to throw. Fitzpatrick. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Third and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? He'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the IN.
Not a lot of fun for you, Andrew.
And down team. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It's a gain of 2.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation, already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Fitzpatrick. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From a yard out. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
The fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
First down, Panthers.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Panther first down.
Bridgewater. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And it's 2nd down.
Down and 10.
Bridgewater again. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Complete to Christian.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
The tackle made.
Muzzle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and
Now
7.
Bridgewater.
At the 20.
And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Bridgewater's pass.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 3 yards on first, 4 on 2nd, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks.
2-yard gain on the play. First down, Panthers.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Davis now. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Mike Davis, the ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers.
Complete to Robbie Anderson.
Robbie Anderson
Carolina.
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Lining up for the
And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
14.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
For Carolina.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the return, Washington will take over 1st and 10. at their own 21-yard.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Come on, now.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was
Personal
involved.
foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Fitzpatrick. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harmon. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and a yard.
Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Forcing the incomplete pass on 4th down and then roughing the passer.
Your offense was ready to roll, ready to get out on the field and take over. Instead, self-inflicted, now they have to stay on the field and play. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not in.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, as the first half is winding down. And Washington has made this a one-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. We saw Christian.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
So now a fresh set of downs, first and 10 after roughing the passer. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Fitzpatrick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Defense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit. An illegal contact on a quarterback, the defenders really have to get in line.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Fitzpatrick now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll begin by running the option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
5 yards on the
The
play.
last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Throwing is Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Bridgewater's pass. Complete.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
What was that run?
Automatic 1st down.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Big Derek Brown making the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Fitzpatrick. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Washington.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
They all understand that even after that loss on 1st down, they've got a field goal attempt in their back pocket. But here on 2nd and goal, this is the time you take your shot at the end zone, I believe. Go ahead and go for the big shot right now, knowing you can always come back and kick a field goal on 4th down if you can't advance.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And Washington has taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again?
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 25.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. First down, Fitzpatrick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Fitzpatrick on first down. Slings this, and this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down now. It's Gibson, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And Washington has once again taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Back now at FedEx Field.
36.
It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Panthers.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
We're all right. Just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
McCaffrey following the penalty, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Bridgewater's
Ian Thomas there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Joey Slide.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And his kick is right through. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Joey Slide out to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Washington takes over 1st and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
At the 41-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20, and all the way down to the 17-yard line. A little costly there. You wipe out the 1st down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Dante Jackson.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards. They just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. To get the football back, probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
Bridgewater on 1st down. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. To the air again with Bridgewater. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Bridgewater's pass. Complete to Ian Thomas.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did. I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that first touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Fitzpatrick set to lead this offense. Down by a field goal, a minute 50 to play. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
J.D.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
That's complete to his tight end Sprinkle. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
For Washington.
Now it's a bootleg with Fitzpatrick. And this one is incomplete. Fitzpatrick, he couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now it's 2nd down.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. But sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He was taken.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the handoff.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Washington offense going back to work. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Intended for Terry McLaurin.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Jackson.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Intercepted by the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it.
Today's final score, Panthers.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up.